So today the content mainly consists of three parts. The first part, I will give you a brief introduction about our company, and the second part is key content. We will give you introduction about the machines used for cassava flour production by using our 3D video, and it can help you have a better understanding of the process of making cassava flour. And the last part, we will show you the pictures of cassava flour equipment and give you the pictures for our project. Okay, so let's start. The first part, it's a brief introduction about our company. Okay, so this is our office. What you see these pictures, our office and our company. Our head doing holdings is a group company. Under this company, we have different branch companies that do different products, like the machines for cassava production, the machines for palm oil and edible oil plant, machines for tire pyrolysis plant, and now we have our branch company in Lagos, Nigeria, which can guarantee support for after-sales service. Our company have complete development and research team and has obtained more than 30 product patents. We have our own engineer team and have the professional manufacturing team, the after-sales service team. We ensure you good product quality and after-sales experience. Okay, the next is the introduction about each branch company. So the company I'm working for is Henan Jinrui Food Engineering Company, and we mainly manufacture machines for cassava processing equipment and the starch production line. So as regards the cassava processing plant, we have machines for gari, cassava flour, cassava starch, cassava chips, and other cassava products. And as for the starch production line, we can do, our machines can process different raw materials to get starch, like the sweet potato and cassava. And so actually mainly in China we do the project for potato and sweet potato, but in overseas like Southeast Asia countries, for example Indonesia, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, and for these countries it's mainly for cassava starch factory. Besides, Africa is our main market for cassava product. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, now what you see is the 3D picture for the cassava flour production line, and this is our today's topic, that will introduce you machines and the process for cassava flour production. Later we'll give you detailed introduction, and also we can provide machines for fufu flour production. This also is the design. Cassava chips processing line, that is uses the raw material, raw cassava tubers to produce the industry used chips. They can be used for ethanol production or animal feed production. Here are some pictures for cassava chips machine. We have different capacities from 1 ton per hour to 12 tons per hour input, and If you buy a complete line, the capacity can achieve to 20 tons at most. Okay. Okay, so I think we are going to the second part. Firstly, I will give you or I will show you our 3D video that we made for you to have an idea, general idea of the production line. Okay, here is the video. So firstly, what you see is our overview of the whole factory. You can see the equipment workshop, the factory gates, the warehouse, and different buildings. And if you have a site plan, you can share to us, and our engineer can give you our design drawing for the factory layout. And then the next we will see the layout of equipment from the beginning to the end. Show you each machines one by one. Of course, this is just a quick view, and after this I will give you a detailed introduction of each machine. So firstly, you can see that the wheel loader put cassava tubers into the blue feeding hopper, and at the bottom of the hopper you can see that there is a vibration device that shakes cassava tubers to the belt conveyor. This vibration device have two functions. One is that it can ensure even speed of cassava feeding to the production line. Secondly, it can prevent the cassava blocking here. We know that cassava is very long and have a big size. So if large quantity cassava are put into this hopper, it's very easy to cause the cassava blocking at the bottom. So we designed this vibration device to avoid this issue and make cassava go to the belt conveyor smoothly. So after that, belt conveyor will send cassava to the processing line. So to the first part, it's the cleaning. We use the dry sieve machine to the cleaning purpose. So this dry sieve machine is mainly used to remove the surface impurities attached on cassava, like the grass, the soils, or stones even. So after, inside the drum, there is friction between cassava and the machine, and also the friction between cassava themselves. By the effection of this friction, the soils will be removed, and after that discharged to the ground, collected by the hoppers below and dropped down to the ground. So after dry sieve, the next is use the paddle washer machine to do the complete washing of the cassava roots. This is the paddle washer machine. This design you see has a double slot, washing slot. Actually, according to different capacities, the washing slot can be single, double, or multiple. The slot is full of water, so by the paddles, cassava tubers will be pushed forward from inlet to the outlet, and the dirty water will sink down to the bottom of the paddle washer machine and then discharged by the valves. After washing, we can also connect a water pipe to generate the water spray to clean the cassava tubers again. So after cleaning belt conveyor, will transfer cassava to the next process. We know that if you do food-grade cassava flour, the peeling is very important steps. So after washing, we match our peeling machine. This is the peeling machine. It's made of stainless steel, and we use standard rollers to remove cassava peels. It has very strong friction, so it can remove the first and second layer of cassava tubers. When cassava tubers are peeled, the water will add in to clean out the peel residues, and these peel residues will drop down to the ground and discharge out of the workshop. After peeling, cassava will be transferred by the belt conveyor to a cutting machine. The cutting machine can cut four pieces and long cassava roots into small pieces. And these cassava pieces then will drop down to the rasper machine. And before cassava blocks drop down to the rasper machine, you can see that there is magnetic bars installed on above. This bars is used to absorb the metals or small screws, to in case that these metals drop down to the ground, to the rasper machine, causing damage to the saw blades. So the rasper machine will crush these cassava blocks into very fine cassava mesh, and then we will have our collecting pole to collect this cassava mesh. And this pole will match with an agitator to stir the cassava mesh. Then the screw pump will be used to send cassava mesh to our tank. Before it goes to our tank, the buffer tank, the descender machine is installed to remove the sand impurities. As you can see that the sand has a bigger gravity, so it's heavier than the cassava, so it will drop down to the to the cyclones, while cassava will go through the cyclones and then to the tanks. As you can see, these colors, the brown colors, is the sand. Then you can open the valve and the discharge is the sand. And then through this buffer tank, screw pump will send cassava mesh into the plate and frame filter press machine. This is the plate and frame filter press machine. It's used to dehydrate cassava mesh, and after that we can get wet cassava cakes. The moisture is normally around 40%. So after the watering is finished, this plate are opened and then sent down. And then the cassava cakes will drop down to the belt conveyor. And these cassava cakes will sent by the screw conveyor to the drying purpose, because even after the watering, the moisture is still very high. So these wet cakes will break down into small particles by our crushing machine and then send to the flash dryer. This is the flash dryer, and this side is the heat exchanger of the flash dryer. It will connect to our steam boiler, so when the cold air goes through this heat exchanger, it will become hot air inside the pipe, and the heat exchanging will be happened inside the tubes. So you can see the wet powders and hot air will mix here, and then complete the drying purpose inside the drying tube. Compared to cassava starch, cassava flour is a little difficult to dry, so in our design we will match two-stage drying. This is the first stage drying, and after that the cassava flour will go to the second stage drying. This is the second stage drying. After drying finished, the dried flour will be discharged by the cyclones to our final product being firstly, and then to the sieving machine. The red machine, you can see this is our sieving machine. It's used to separate the coarse flour, the big particles, to ensure that the final product is fine enough and has very good quality. And after that, packaging machine are installed to do the packaging automatically. This packaging machine in the video is for big bags packaging. It can do 25 kilogram packing and 50 kilogram packing. And then after packed, the flour can be stored. And so that's back to the sieving section again. So you know that this sieving machine is used to separate the big particles flour. So this big particle flour will be collected again and returned back to our fan milling machine. This machine will crush its big particles flour and to make it fine enough so that this coarse flour can be recycled. It will go into the system again and recycled. And what you see now is the control room. We will match the MCC control cabinet to control the machines. Besides, if the capacity is big, sometimes we match the PLC automatic control system. You can control machines online. Okay, so that's the process of cassava flour production. I believe that you must be very clear about the process and how to make a cassava flour. Actually, normally there's 3 parts: the cleaning process, the processing section, and the drying section. The general processing procedures include cleaning, washing, peeling, crushing, descending, dewatering, drying, sieving, and packaging. This processing technology, we call it wet processing method. Apart from this design, in the market there is another processing method, we call it dry process. The dry process, the process of making cassava flour by dry method is like washing, peeling, chipping, and then drying, crushing, sieving. Compared to the dry method, the wet processing method can produce cassava flour at your very high quality, and at the same time it can achieve continuous production and big production. Okay, so after this video I'm going to show you some pictures about our machines. Wait a moment, please. Let me. Okay. So I'm going to introduce you all these machines by using the real picture of machines and the 3D video. The 3D picture actually. No, not this one. Wait a minute. Sorry, not this one. Wait a moment. Okay, so this one. Okay, so actually at the beginning of all production lines there is our feeding hopper. Let me close this. This is the picture of feeding hopper. It will be installed at the very beginning of our production line. As you can see that this is our workers that are weld and do the installation of the heating hopper at the factory site. At the bottom of this feeding hopper, there is a vibration device that will send cassava tubers to the belt conveyor. It has two functions. One is to send the cassava to the belt conveyor at your uniform speed. On the other hand, it can prevent cassava blocking here. You see, this is a picture of the feeding hopper. And after that, the equipment is belt conveyor. As you can see that this belt conveyor, we install it as your 3 rulers design. This 3 rulers design will prevent the belt deviation during the running process. The pictures of belt conveyor. You can see that on the surface of belt we have our dip to increase the friction between cassava and the belt, in case that cassava drop down from the belt conveyor. And after that, after cassava sent to the production line, the first is to do the cleaning of cassava tubers. We know that after we harvest cassava from the farm, it will attach a lot of impurities like the grass, the soils, even stones are mixed together with cassava. So the first step is to clean these impurities. We use this dry sieve machine to do the cleaning. This is how it looks like. This is one outlet. This is another side. They have different designs. For this one, it should have a very smaller pot. This is because this is a inlet of dry sieve machine. To prevent cassava drop down to the ground, this pot has a smaller size. On the other hand, another side has a bigger, wider pot. It's very open and it's very easy for cassava tubers drop down to the next process. This is how it look like inside, and we can see that.
有买家进入直播间了。
Okay, welcome to our live stream. This is Judy from Doing Company in China, and today we are introducing you machines used for cassava flour production. Now I'm introduce the machines. So what we talk now is the dry sieve machine. It's used for cleaning of cassava tubers. So this is how it look like inside. As you can see that the small and short rods are welded on the inner screw. This is to increase the friction. So when the friction increased, the cleaning efficiency will be improved. Okay, you see inside a lot of small rods are welded. So this is dry sieve. So after cassava tubers are cleaned, the next is to use water to do the complete cleaning of cassava tubers. We will use this paddle washer machine. This is a paddle washer machine, and the one you see is the single slot one. Apart from this one, we also have double slot, multiple slot. It will depend on the production capacity. This is how it look like inside. As you can see that at the bottom there is a plate that with a lot of holes. This mesh screen design is when water and cassava are mixed together, the smooth sand will drop down to the bottom of this machine and through these holes and discharged, while cassava will stay above. So the impurities and cassava will be separated gradually from the inlet to the outlet. This screen design can ensure good cleaning efficiency. And this is how it look like outside. So you can see that at the bottom of this machine there are several ports left open. These ports will be matched with butterfly valves to discharge wastewaters. Okay, and this is inside. A lot of paddles will push forward cassava tubers from one side to another side. At the same time, it can generate friction to make some surface peels removed. After washing, the next is peeling. We know that if you are producing food grade cassava flour, it's very important to remove the peels, because the peels contains cyanide, which is not good for human body, and Our design adopts sand rollers to remove cassava peels. The sandpaper has very strong friction and it can remove cassava peels well. The first and the second peels can be removed by this machine. It is made of stainless steel, food grade 304. And after peeling, cassava peels are removed. They will be collected by the hopper and then dropped down to the ground. We can also make a ditch and discharge it out of the workshop. Okay, this is the detailed pictures of the peeler machine. As you can see, the black rollers, they are stainless steel rollers that are covered by sandpapers. After long time use, you don't need to change the complete roller. You just need to remove the sandpapers and change a new one. This can save the running cost. This is the rollers. So this sandpaper is not a normal sandpaper. It's waterproof. Once it touches water, it will become very strong, and so friction will be improved. When the cassava are peeled, you can connect a water pipe to this machine, and surround this machine will generate spray water to clean out cassava peels. And after that, the peels will be collected by the hoppers and dropped down to the ground. You see? Okay, so this is the peeling machine. After peeling, the next is to do the processing. Firstly, we will use our cutting machine to cut small pieces cassava, to cut 4 pieces of cassava into small pieces. This is a cutting machine. It is made of stainless steel. This is the structure. And this is how it looks like inside. You can see there are several knives, and these knives are made of stainless steel. It has the same material as cookers. It's very safe for food production, and these knives are made in diamond shape. It can ensure a very long service life. Okay, so after cutting, the next is crushing, to crush the small cassava or small cassava blocks into the very fine mesh. This is the rasper machine. But if you notice well about this picture, you will see that before cassava pieces drop down to the rasper machine, there is the magnetizer design above. This design are installed with several magnetic bars. It is used to remove the metal things, because rasper has a lot of saw blades. If any metals drop down into the rasper machine, it will do largely damage to saw blades. Okay, so this is a picture of the rasper machine. It it is made of stainless steel too. So actually, from peeling to the end, all parts and equipment that may contact with the product is made of food-grade stainless steel 304. This can ensure very safe food production. This picture shows how the recipe work. So firstly, you can see the materials drop down to the recipe by the inlet, and then you can see there is a very big drum. On the drum, there installed a lot of saw blades. This, when the drum running at very high speed, saw blades will come out and crush the materials, and after that we can get very fine particles. This is the 3D picture of the recipe machine. And this is the inner structure. You can see that on the drum there are a lot of slots. So this slot is used for install the saw blades. Saw blades is a consumable part, so we need to change it every week. But it's very easy to change. You just need to open the shelf and install. Change the old one, remove the old one, and add in the new one. This is the picture of the saw blades. And every saw blade was protected well by a holder. So after crushing, we can get a very fine particle cassava mesh, and this mesh may contain some sand impurities. So after crushing, we will install a descender machine to remove these sand particles to ensure cleaning of the final product. This is the standard descender machine. And after that, this cassava pulp, the mesh, will be pumped into a plate and frame filter press machine. This machine is used to squeeze out water and to achieve the dewatering purpose. After dewatering, we can get the wet cassava cakes with moisture content around 40%. This is a picture of this machine, and the wet cakes we get from this machine still has high moisture around 40%. So next is to dry these wet cakes and get to a complete dried flour. We will use the flash dryer machine. This flash dryer machine, and normally two-stage flash dryer are installed for drying of cassava flour. You see, this picture is from one project we did in Tanzania before, and you can see that two-stage drying system, and outside the workshop there is a diesel tank, and there is a boiler room. And this picture shows the drying process. So firstly, wet cassava powders will send into this drying system by a screw feeder and vino. Vino will put wet powder into this drying system, and there is a heat exchanger it will connect to steam boiler to make cold air into hot air. So this hot air and wet cassava powders will mix together inside the drying system. And after drying finished, this flour will be discharged by the cyclones. And this is after first stage drying finished, we'll go to the second stage drying. And after second stage drying finished, there will be a sieving machine installed to remove the big particles flour, ensure that the final product we get is with high quality and fine flour. And after sieving, normally a packaging machine will be installed too. You can do small bags packaging like 1 kilogram and 5 kilogram. You can also make a big size bagging like 25 kilogram and 50 kilogram. This is flour sieving machine. If the capacity is small, we will match this machine for flour sieving. But if the capacity is big, this square size sieving machine will be supplied. So after sieving, I will show you some pictures for the packaging. This is a packaging machine. This one is for small bags packing. It can do 1 kilogram to 5 kilogram packaging. And this one is for big bags. You can do like 10 kilogram, 25 kilogram, or 50 kilogram. We can do all this design according to client's request. Hello, welcome to our live stream. This is Judy from Doing Company China, and we are manufacturer and supplier of cassava processing equipment. We can supply machines for gari, cassava flour, cassava starch, fufu flour, and other cassava products. If you have any requirement about these machines, feel free to contact us. Today, I'm introducing you the machines used for cassava flour production. Just now, I gave introduction about different machines, from the beginning, the feeding hopper to the belt conveyor, dry sieve cleaning machine, pad washer, to the peeling, crushing, dewatering, and drying. If you are interested and want to know more about our machines, you can leave your message or comment here. Our project manager will contact you. So that's all about the machines introduction. Next, I'm going to introduce you, show you some pictures about the shipment and project case. You know, normally for a complete cassava flour production line, it will require containers load. For the small capacity, maybe 2 containers is enough, but for big capacity, more containers will be needed to load machines. Normally, we will ship the container to our factory, and our workers will load all these machines into the container at our factory. As you can see, that our workers load the wooden box into the container. Small parts and spare parts will be packed well in a wooden case and then placed into a container. You can see this is for our shipment of cassava flour machines to our client in Sierra Leone. And our client came to our factory to inspect the loading process. He he took a picture with our machine, the paddle washer machine, and the pillar machine, the flash dryer tubes, and this is for another client, for the client in Ghana. You can see this they were loading our dry sieving machine now. The paddle washer machine.
有买家进入直播间了。
Hello, welcome to our live stream. This is Judy from Doing Company in China, and we are manufacturer and supplier of cassava processing machines. We can supply machines like gari, flour, cassava starch, fufu flour. If you have any requirement about these machines, you can leave your message here. Our product manager will contact you and give you detailed introduction and share more information about our machines. Now, I'm introducing the shipment pictures of the cassava flour machines we shipped to our client, and about earlier time, and I also introduced the process and machines for cassava flour production. If you are interested in, we will share you more details. So now this is the container loading picture. This is the plate and frame filter press machine for the dewatering purpose. And this is the hot air stove. It can supply the heat source for the flash dryer. And the next is the cassava flour machines shipped to our client in South Africa. This is the dry sieving machine, the sieving machine, the filter press machine. The machine is loading at our factory. This is a screw feeder and vino for this is part of flash dryer. The tanks. And here are pictures for shipment to Zambia. This is for a small scale cassava flour plant. This is the hot air stove. The cyclones for the flash dryer. You can also find the crushing machine, the hydraulic presser for the dewatering purpose, the sieving machine, and the wooden cases to put the small parts inside. Okay, that's for the shipment pictures. Next, we'll show you the pictures, the project case. This is for our cassava flour project we did in Tanzania before. The capacity is to process 4 tons cassava tubers per hour. And you can see that our engineers are on the site to check machines. This a bit sorry. This is machine pictures. You can see that the belt conveyor, the dry sieve machine, and you can see the flash dryer machine installation. The flash dryer is very big and very high, so it will need your crane to do the installation. This is the picture shows after a flash dryer installed. and this is how it looked like, the workshop building. And the next is the project we did in DR Congo. It's a fufu flower project. You can see the feeding hopper, belt conveyor, and dry sieving machine. And there are a lot of cassava storage here waiting for processing. And this is inside. We can see the flash dryer and the sieving machine, the packaging machine. Okay, this is the fufu flower project. Actually, the only difference between fufu flower and the normal cassava flour is the fermentation. If you want to produce fufu flour, you will need the fermentation before dewatering and drying. But if you just do normal cassava flour, no need the fermentation process. Just do crushing, dewatering, drying, sieving. That's all. And this picture shows the project we did in Uganda, and its capacity is 4 tons cassava tubers input per hour. The project is under construction now, not finished yet. They are doing the workshop building. And apart from the big cassava flour production line, we also supply small scale cassava flour machines. This project is for a client in Zambia. He started by some key equipment: the flash dryer installation, and this picture is from another client from DR Congo. You can see the flash dryer, the packaging machine.
有买家进入直播间了。
Hello, welcome to our live stream. This is Judy from Doing Company in China. We are a manufacturer and supplier of cassava processing machines, and we can supply machines for different cassava products like gari, cassava flour, cassava starch, cassava chips, and other products. If you are interested in any of the equipment, you can leave your message. Our project manager will contact you. Today, I introduced the machines used for cassava flour production. If you are interested in and want to get more details, please let us know. So now I'm showing you the pictures from our project site. This is for small-scale cassava flour production. It's very suitable for beginner. And this factory is located in Madagascar, and our client shared this picture to us and very satisfied about the final flour produced. This is the cassava peeler. This is the flash dryer and fan milling machine. The sieving machine. Okay, so as the last, I'm going to replay you the videos for cassava flour production, and I hope that this can give you our last and review. Okay, so what you see now is the 3D video we did according to the project we did before. It will show you the whole factory layout, include the workshop, the warehouse, the office buildings, and also will show you the every equipment. And you can firstly see the general layout of the whole production line, and after this I will introduce you all these machines one by one, include the machine name and its functions, and how the cassava flour are produced from cassava tubers. So firstly, fresh cassava tubers are put into the feeding hopper and through the bottom vibration device, cassava tubers are sent to the belt conveyor and then to the dry sieve machine. The dry sieving machine is used for cleaning purpose. It will remove the impurities attached on cassava surface, and after that, cassava roots will drop down to the paddle washer machine. This paddle washer machine is full of water. It will clean cassava tubes completely and discharge the wastewater through the bottom discharge and valves. The paddle washer inside will push forward the cassava tubers from the inlet to the outlet, and after washing, the cleaned cassava will be sent to the peeling machine. This peeling machine is made of stainless steel, and it can remove the first and the second layer of cassava tubers. And after peeled, cassava will be transferred to the cutting machine. This cutting machine can cut 4 pieces cassava into small pieces and then drop down to the recipe machine to crush into very fine cassava mesh. This cassava mesh will be collected into a pole, and through the screw pump, it will go through the descender machine to remove the sand impurities. You can see that the sand particles will drop down to the bottom of the cyclone and then discharged. And after that, cleaned cassava pulp will be pumped to the plate and frame filter press machine. This machine is used for the dewatering purpose. It will dehydrate cassava mash, and after that we can get wet cassava cakes with moisture content around 40%. And after dewatering, what we get is wet cassava cakes. These cakes will be collected by the belt conveyor and then transferred by screw conveyor to the last drying equipment, the flash dryer. Before it go into the flash dryer, these cakes will be crushed into small particles and then thrown into the drying machine by our crushing machine. What you see, this is the heat exchanger. The cold air becomes into hot air and then mixed with wet cassava powder. Then they will mix inside the drying tube and complete the drying purpose. The drying cassava flour is a little hard to dry, so for the drying of cassava flour, we will match 2-stage drying. This is the first stage drying. After it finished, the cassava flour will go into the second stage. You see by the screw conveyor to the second stage drying. And this is the second stage drying. It will have the same process, and after drying finished, dried cassava flour will be discharged by the cyclone. Dried flour collected into a final product bin and then dropped down to the sieving machine. This sieving machine will separate the coarse flour to remove the big particles, and so that we can get fine particle and good quality cassava flour. And after that, packaging machine are installed to do packaging automatically. But the coarse flour separated from the sieving machine will not. We will collect and recycle this coarse flour and transfer it to a fine milling machine to crush it again to get fine particle flour, then return back to the system again, so that this flour will be recycled. Apart from main equipment, we also match the control system to control machines more easily, and to achieve a higher automation control, sometimes PLC control system will be matched. You can control and monitor the whole production line by the computer. Okay, so that's all for the introduction of cassava flour production. Okay, thank you for your watching. That's all for our today's introduction. It's cassava flour production line introduction. If you have any questions or you are interested in setting up such a factory, feel free to contact us and leave your message. Our project manager will contact you and give you best solution according to your condition. Thank you for